Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today's day 4. Didn't get much done yesterday. Doesn't really hardly count. It was Thanksgiving, so cooking and family time. Did a little bit out here. But what we're gonna do today is try to start this engine, the port engine. I got that can is filling up with water right now. I hooked up the batteries. So gonna spray some ether in it, which is starting fluid. See if we can get it to run, and then see if it flows water or whatnot. Even though I'm replacing the water pumps on it, I still want to give it a test and see what happens. So I'm going to put you guys up on the T-top mount and do a time lapse and see if we get her started. Well, they didn't take much effort at all. I sprayed a little starter fluid in there and she fired right up on like the 3rd crank. So I'll start it up again and run it. Actually gonna wait a little bit. I'm filling that water barrel, but it did fire it up for about 5 seconds. So as soon as that water barrel fills up, I'll go ahead and run it and then check the fluid. And just so you know, I haven't put any parts in this engine whatsoever. I haven't changed it. I have the spark plugs, I have the water pump, I have fuel filter. I haven't done anything to it yet. So I just want to see if it'll run on its own and if I can get some water flowing through it. And then I'll go ahead and do all the maintenance. And this unit needs the outdrive rebuilt, lower unit rebuilt. All right, have enough water in there now, so let's fire it up again, see if she'll run. Squeeze this primer bulb, make sure, yep, fuel lines are feeding correctly. Yeah, we might have a fuel primer issue, the bulb's not staying solid. Well, she definitely runs, but no water flow, and I don't want to run it too long because these have the EMM, which is the engine computer. It's water cooled, and if it overheats, it can cause serious damage. So I'm not going to proceed any further on that one until I replace the water pump. I know that she runs now. And then the other thing I'm going to have to do is put some clear line in the fuel system. Maybe I think that there's a primer bulb problem. Something's either sticking in the fuel pump of the engine, like they have a needle seat. On my old Evinrude it had it, but they have a needle seat that fills up the fuel vapor separator, and when that fuel vapor separator fills up, the float closes the seat. It could be that this seat is not getting closed. So I'll have to dig into that, do some fuel system checks, change the fuel filter, find out why there's not solid pressure in the line, go from there on that one. But she runs, big deal. All right, typical fashion, I didn't quit. I was messing around a little bit, and I hooked the hose up to the both telltales and flushed the water through to the pickups and refired the port engine, and it actually started peeing just fine. And so now I'm going to fire the starboard engine, see if it does the same. Oh. Give her a little throttle to wake up. She's in the bucket running. Not looking good. Nothing out of the telltale on this side. Better shut it down just to be safe. I'm actually going to give it one more rev, give it a little more RPM, and see if she pushes some water out with RPM. Nope, doesn't look like it's gonna happen, so we'll be into the water pump on that one. And then I know the passages aren't clogged because when I hooked the hose up to the telltale outlet, it was flowing back to the suction grates. So water pump on that one, and I'm already draining the port side lower unit so that I can take that apart and replace all the seals in it. All right, here we are, day 5, and I've been working on the boat pretty much all day, but it's been mostly cleaning. And what I mean by cleaning is cleaning this joint where the hatch for the fuel tank goes in. I gotta dry it off right now, and then we're gonna bring the hatch, which is sitting over there, it's all clean, ready to go, put it back in the boat, and then we're gonna silicone it in and make sure it's watertight. So put you on the time lapse for that. All right, here we go, day 6. Today's focus is going to be putting this hatch back in. So I got to clean all this silicone off of it. And once I get that all cleaned up, I'll have to clean the deck inside the boat, get all the silicone out of the joint. I'm also going to be cleaning that fuel tank, getting all the scum off of it. And then some other things that I did yesterday and didn't record is removing some of these things that were on the boat. That these were pop-in rod holders, so removing that. This was just a plate cover. I'm removing that, and then I'm going to work on eliminating this bow rail. So yeah, gotta take that stuff off, clean the top of the tank, vacuum it all out, get all that silicone out of there, and try to get that section of floor put back in. So stay tuned, and that's what we'll be working on today. Sun's right in my eyes. I'm here in the boat, give you guys an update. Haven't really been filming, and then the last video I had taken of doing this hatch, I had the camera on time lapse and it turned off on me. The battery died. So I'll just give you a quick update what I've been doing. Today I was pulling all the hardware off, took these 2 hatch covers off. Gonna have to change they have lock cylinders on all of them, so gonna change that. I flush cut this with a router. They just had a box cut out here, and it was really restricting the amount of space that was here for this front cooler. So flush cut that with a router. I couldn't get any closer here because of the console in the way, but yeah, we got this hatch is all siliconed in. You can see it's a lot cleaner than the other parts of the floor, but that's because I haven't cleaned the floor yet, and that's already getting dirty from walking around it with shoes. Pulled the bow rail off. So what's going to go here is we're going to put some rod holders here in every spot that there was a bow rail mount. That way, when we're drifting and doing bottom fishing, we can have rods all along the side. I'll have to fill these 2 in here. You can see they cut the hole for the rod holder poorly. It's oval, only 2 screws are holding it in, so I got to figure out something to make that stronger. This was just a kind of a pad to lean on. Took that off, gonna fill those holes in. This was a removable rod holder. Filled that in with some fiberglass strand resin. Got to clean that up. And then this rod holder, you can see just barely screwed in. All the hatch covers for the rear are off. The leaning post is out. And the next thing I'm going to do is pressure wash the whole boat and get all of the gel coat nice and clean. Then we're going to scuff it with a Scotch-Brite pad, and then go through and clean it with acetone, then clean it with a wax and grease remover. Then we will use a tack cloth on it to get all the lint and anything that's left behind off. And then we're going to go ahead and roll it with paint. So we're going to roll it and tip it. Get this whole inside of the boat looking nice and fresh. And then the other thing is I ordered some vinyl. We're going to wrap the outside of the boat. Yeah, so lots coming. I'll take you over here, show you we cleaned up. I've been working on the fabric for the leaning post. So you can see here, compared to what it looked like before, it's cleaning up pretty good. It's not 100% perfect. There's still a few splotches in there, but it's not bad. This is a piece that I just started working on. You can see how dirty it is. And then this is really what we're dealing with as far as what the fabric looks like. So from here to there, it's a pretty big difference. So yeah, lots of stuff we got to get going on. I'll keep you guys posted as much as I can. Probably won't record every detail, but definitely will give you updates.
Oh yeah, that's not good. That is definitely going to be completely rotted out.